Yeah, something I always loved about really giving myself the freedom just to lead yoga in the way that made sense to me was saying things like, "Well, notice how you feel." And then my
Yeah.
friends who had never done yoga before, they were like, "Oh, okay. Oh, I feel that feels good or that feels not good or I can go further or not." And then my
Yeah.
friends that did yoga would be like, "What are you talking about?
Right.
It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm just going to
Mhm.
stay here and wait for the, the 5 breaths to go by." And
Yeah.
I thought, "Oh my gosh, we've been sort of doing these practices as the destination instead of using these practices to notice what's going on with us." And I think that's just a human problem. There's nothing really wrong with
Yeah.
the practices. We've just said,
Right.
okay, this is great. Yoga's amazing. I'm just going to make sure I do it perfectly and then
Yeah.
I'll get the results. And I
Right.
think, I saw the problems with that, but I think a lot of people see the problems with that. I think that's why so many people felt unincluded from yoga because they thought, well, that doesn't
Mhm.
make sense, or I don't understand why that doesn't make sense. And
Right.
so many people now just are changing the way that they teach as well to sort of
Sure.
include more what's actually going on with you. Because once you notice in your yoga practice or whatever your practice is, you notice how you're feeling in
Mhm.
that. And I know it sounds kind of corny, like what's
Mhm.
going on? How do you feel?
Mhm.
But when
Mhm.
you notice how you feel, all of a sudden you're aware of how you feel. And
Exactly.
it's humongous.
Yeah.
You're not just a person doing the yoga. I mean, I even
Right.
taught a kids yoga yesterday at Daisy's school, and I had them draw a little picture. It was a total risk. I'm like, this could go completely wrong. But I had them draw a little picture at the beginning of yoga. How do you feel right now? And then at the end of the yoga, how do you feel right now? And at the end, they were excited in the beginning. At the end, they felt kind of, there was more space like things and
Mm.
more intuition, and they wanted to kind of stay forever. They weren't nervous anymore about what's this
Mm.
yoga class going to be that my
So
parents
cool.
signed me up for.
That's
And
so
it was
cool.
really cool to see
Yeah.
just in drawing how do you feel? Because this is
Yeah.
about you. It's not about me teaching you these things to do. Yeah, we're going to be doing some things and learning how
Right.
to move your body and your breath body connection, but all of those things, all of those techniques are tools for you to notice what's going on with you, and that's the
Yeah.
most important because you matter. And I think that's
Yeah.
what really scares people. Like, I matter.
Yeah.
How I feel is
Right.
whatever's going on is important. It's like, yeah,
Mhm.
it's the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, you should save those pictures, by the way. That's so cool.
I let them take them home. Maybe I should take
No.
pictures of them before they take them home
Yeah.
every day. So,
Yeah, because you know what? That's such a testament to the
mm,
before and after of doing a practice, right? Like,
yeah.
I think all of us, even as adults, could probably, connect those pictures if we looked at
Mm,
them side by side and saw the one that was, a little more excitement and
mhm,
energy or anxiety in the first one, and then that calmness in the second that you're
mm.
describing. Like, that really is like such a representation of what can happen in yoga if you can do it with ease, right? So
That's
I
pretty
love
neat.
that. Super
Yeah,
cool.
one of the little kids, the first one was kind of just shapes that he draws all the time, like little animals and stuff. And then
Mhm.
the last one on the back was like purple and green, like swirls and circles. I'm like, ooh, there's
Yeah.
the inner space and all of these
Right.
things. And then a lot of them kind of drew more abstract things. And they're little kids, pre-K,
Yeah.
kindergarten, first grade. But
Right.
we all, what I love about you is you teach so many things, but then you keep saying, well, take all this stuff, but bring it into you, and you're the
Yeah.
wise one inside. So
Well,
it's
I
cool
don't
to
know
see all
about
little wise ones.
I
You
don't know
do.
about that, but
You do.